Yo, yo, yo. Peace, peace, peace. What's happening, people? Alright, start early today. There's many things to discuss. I don't even know where to start. So I'm gonna just wait for you lot to join. You know what? We're gonna take a different direction. Exactly, Kula. What's happening, bro? How we doing? Can't jump in, man. Let me throw the link. Are you gonna jump in? Sir, yes, sir. All right. People are joining in. What's happening, people? Peace, peace, peace. Let me throw you lot the link so you lot can jump in. There's so many things to discuss. I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. You lot see the link? One sec. I'm just trying to make sure I'm saying you lot the link. All right, cool. The link's there. The link's there. I've sent it again, man. Stop it. Yeah, there. All right, people. We're gonna take a different direction. There are a group of people that I'm very curious about, and that is the reverts or converts, whatever you like to call them. You can see it, right? Stop it, man. It's right there. You know? But yeah, as I was saying, the converts, and the reason I'm curious about them is why is it that they leave a religion? The link's there, man. Why are you trying to share for? Have you learned the synonyms of addition? Let me exit and get back in. Yeah, man. Because the link is definitely there. As I was saying, you know what, young swallow? Should I even address you, man? All right, furthermore, all right, let's deal with that since you're still curious about that. The addition, jump in, please. Jump in. As I was saying, the addition, young swallow, is the simple fact that you're adding another source. I'm not saying that you're adding to the teaching. So you can call it, quote unquote, explaining if I claim that you're adding to the teaching. But fact of the matter remains, you're adding an additional source. So because you're adding an additional source, you cannot call the primary source perfect. Did I break it down for you? Like, was that straightforward? If the additional source is perfect, you simply do not require an additional source. You don't need it because it's perfect. So when you say it's simply explaining, no one's arguing about what it's doing. I'm not claiming that it's an additional teaching. I'm simply saying it's an additional source. Comprende? Addition. One, now you have two. Therefore, addition. Seriously. I mean, damn. I'm not talking about the purpose of hadith. I'm not concerned about the purpose of hadith. You can call it what you like. I'm not even interested in hadith at all. I'm simply saying you have the Quran and then you have something else. That something else is called an addition. You can say that something else doesn't add to the teaching. That's a completely different matter. But because it's something else, it's simply an addition to the first. Like simple, straightforward English. Yo, brother Mo, the link is there, man. Jump on. Now, before we even go to hadith, what he's failing to comprehend is the word addition. Like he wants to call the Quran perfect, and he wants to add an additional source with the Quran. And I'm trying to explain to him that the word perfect does not apply if you require an additional source. And he's like, no, the additional source just explains though. I'm not interested in what it does. You know what I mean? I jump on, man. Oh, you got to run errands. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, where is he? Where's young Florio? But anyways, the different direction I was gonna take it now, to be honest with you, is because there's really no point um, addressing our, you know, our Sunni and Shia brethren, because at the end of the day, the Quran already told us why people reject what it's saying, and that is simply because people want to follow their forefathers. Most of the communities that rejected the messages, if not all of them, rejected the messages because they wanted to follow their forefathers. You verbatim stated that an addition and an interpretation is the same thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, not only me, but there was a few people in the chats that was explaining to you, call it interpretation. It's not an issue. We're not concerned about what it does. But nonetheless, it's an addition. Like, goodness me. It's still an addition. That's what I said to you. Call it interpretation, call it whatever you like, literally whatever you like. It doesn't change the fact that it's an addition. Like, see, you know what, yeah? And this is really and truly like, see, all right, cool. My Sunni brothers, yeah, I'm not trying to attack them. I'm not even concerned about what they believe in. People are concerned, people can believe in whatever they want to believe in. But the problem I have is when they intentionally try to insult your intellect, and when they intentionally like change definitions of words and etc. Like it's absolutely crazy. Like right now, my man is having an issue with the word addition. He seems to think that if you have a source, if you have a book and you have another book, that other book is not an addition because it's an interpretation. Now, where did you learn English, bro? See, look at what he's saying. When you call it an addition, you're implying that it modifies the Quran. Did you see what he's doing? This is the problem I have with them. Like, it's the level of like, do you think we're dumb, or are you not understanding simple language? What is it? Seriously, what is it? When you call an addition, you're implying blah blah blah. Why would you have to imply anything with the word addition? The word has a definition. No, AK. He's not only saying it's not sufficient. I tried to explain to him. Basically, this whole argument started off him claiming that the Quran is perfect. I simply said to him, you cannot call it perfect because you have an additional source. The very fact that you have an additional source obviously means it's not perfect on its own. So you can't call it perfect. That's all this was about. And now he's on about, oh no, when you call it addition, you're implying this, you're implying that. It's goodness me. Oh my Lord. It's the same thing with the word messenger. It's the same thing with all of these arguments that we're having. For some reason, my brothers just don't understand that words have definitions. That's the problem I have with them. Like, you can believe what you want, but it's what do you want to do? Create your own language. Unbelievable. Anyways, I can't deal with them because let's keep it real. At the end of the day, they don't wanna have a conversation. They don't wanna, you know, that. All right, cool. I'm not bothered. My thing is this. I'm not bothered. My thing is this though. These are the people that I'm really curious about, and that's the so-called converts. How is it that these converts go from a religion and then they go to another religion and then they get caught up in, yeah, they get tricked twice? How does that happen? Like, for instance, just earlier on, I was watching this video about 10 shahadas in a day. Now, these 10 people that took their shahadas, not one of them thought to themselves, hold on, is this in the Quran? Not one of them. So, so how are you going from being tricked once to being tricked again? How does that happen? Like twice. Furthermore, why is it that they become Muslim? Because if they became Muslim because they read the Quran, then I'm sure they kind of, what did they do with all those weird translations? Because there are some verses that literally are just completely, you know, in, like, you can't understand it because the translation is completely messed up. So did they get to the bottom of that, or did they just let that go? Clearly, they must have just let it slide. And if you're gonna let things slide, then what? I'm really curious about them. I'm really curious about them. Young Swallow, you're still not having it. All right. Let me quickly address this one. You see this question about 459, yeah, about, refer back to Allah and His Messenger, which they love going on about. I'm just gonna ask a simple, very straightforward question. In the Quran, right now, I can't. If you look up the amount of times, the amount of verses that starts with "they ask you," look at all of the verses that starts with "they ask you," and then it says "say." So they ask a question, and then Allah tells the messenger what to say. Now, does that respond to your question about 459 when you said, when refer it back to Allah and His Messenger? All of the verses that say they ask you, and then Allah says to the messenger, say, and then dot 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 dot. Would that respond to your question in 459? I mean, how would it not? Is that not referring it to Allah and His Messenger? Is that not precisely why they're asking questions? And is that not precisely why they're getting answers? So what has 459 got to do with things written 100 years minimum? And if I'm to be charitable, literally 100 years minimum after the Quran, how could you associate that verse with that? And how is the messenger Bukhari and them, man? Like, it's the level of insults. Amazing. Unbelievable. Arabic illiteracy. See, when all else fails, it's the mystical, magical Arabic. When everything fails, it's the mystical, magical Arabic. Anyways, listen, these lot are it's pointless. But as I was saying, these converts, how does it happen? Like just last night, I think I was watching a bunch of girls, like especially the ones that don the hijab. Where did they find that? Where did they, when they supposedly read the Quran and they decided, yep, this is the truth? Where did they find that? And if they didn't find that, why are they listening to men again? Is that not why they left their earlier religion? Because of men? Jump in, please. Jump in here. Or to put in the chat and put it again. Yeah. So it's them that I'm really curious about. They do the shahada. It's not in the Quran. They done the hijab. It's not in the Quran. There's not a single verse that you could read where it says salah, and you would come to the conclusion that salah is prayer. You know what I mean? And you know what? The funny thing I realized is when it comes to fasting, it's prescribed, let's say 4 or 5 chapters, but a few times it's prescribed after you've done something that you're not supposed to do. So let's say, for example, you've killed someone accidentally. Not you thought they were a threat to you, but they weren't, and you've killed them. Submitter. Yo, yo.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Peace, peace. What's happening, bro?
What's happening?
How you doing?
What's happening, dude? Anyway, this is like my first time on here, so I don't know how this thing
Just
works.
be yourself, bro. Just be yourself. Say whatever's in your mind.
Yeah, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, I realized that many Hadith followers will tell you, how do you know that the Quran is from God or things like that? But then you'll just tell them, well, how did those people at Prophet's time knew that this is from God? The exact same reason.
No, but they would say they're with the Prophet.
Yeah, exactly. But how would they know that it's from God? The Prophet could be making it up.
They wouldn't entertain that kind of conversation.
Exactly, because they were true believers, just like the ones that
No, I'm
followed the
talking about
Quran
these guys.
only.
No. I'm talking about these guys. These guys would simply say to you, okay, one of the things they would say to you is they knew him to be truthful. As a matter of fact, it's funny you asked this question. Check this out, yeah? I remember not so long ago, there was this guy, and I've heard a few people repeat this afterwards. They said that they read about the Prophet and they believed in him before they read the Quran. Are you listening to this? All right, cool. He'll probably jump on back. He'll probably jump back on. But anyways, this I found this very interesting. A few people have said this to me. They said they believe that the Quran is from God because they read about the Prophet and they read about how truthful he was and etc. before they read the Quran. And they believed in the Quran. So they believed in the Quran because they believed that the Prophet was truthful before they even read the Quran. Did you hear that?
Yeah, sorry, man, I had to cut off for a minute, but
No,
I heard the last bit.
so what do you think of that?
You'd have to repeat yourself because I had to go off for a minute.
I'll gladly repeat myself because this really knocked me out. Like I don't understand how people's mentality works. All right, so this is what they said to me. They said that basically, and this is someone who was a Christian. That's
Right.
the interesting part. So he said to me that he read about the Prophet before he read the Quran. So he trusted the Prophet, like what he heard about the Prophet, before he even read the Quran. So he's saying he believes in the Quran because he believes that the Prophet is a truthful man.
When
So
was this
nothing to
though?
do with the Quran.
Was this like recently, or was it at the time of the Prophet?
No, I'm talking about someone I spoke to.
Oh, right, okay.
Someone I spoke to have said this to me. And I've heard this a
Where did
few times.
he read about the Prophet?
Like, hadiths and stuff, basically.
Oh, right.
But don't you understand the gravity of what he's saying?
Yeah, of course.
And I've heard this over and over and again. So it's not really it's not a fluke or anything like that. It's not some weird guy. So I don't know how they make these arguments. It's these arguments that really annoy me more than anything else. Like, you can believe in whatever you want. I'm not even gonna see. I want people to understand me. I'm not even attacking them, nor what they believe in. My beef is their stupid, absolutely insane arguments. That's
Yeah.
my beef. They make
The thing is,
absolutely insane, I mean literally insane arguments. How is that not insane?
yeah, it's
You mean
crazy
okay,
sometimes.
you mean to tell me, okay, for example, I'm sure you've heard this before, that the Prophet was known to be Al-Amin. Yeah, like truthful.
Yeah.
Before he even received the Quran, he was known to be a truthful man. But they think these things are like, little embellishments. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
but it doesn't help at all, because no matter how truthful a person that I know is, the moment they tell me they received a message from God, you think I'm just gonna accept that?
What's crazy is though that they'll say, those that follow the hadiths, they'll say that we need to follow the hadiths, but the hadiths don't represent the Prophet. That like it's so simple to
But
understand.
wait. Before we even go there, see, look. I'm not trying to argue. Understand this. I'm done arguing against the hadith. Like, there's no point in that. You can believe whatever you want. My beef is their arguments. Their arguments
Oh
are
yeah, the arguments,
insane.
yeah.
So
It's
listen,
almost like the Christian, missionaries' arguments.
it's literally the same shit. Hold on, is that SS or is that not someone trying it?
That's the way. You don't know the don't know.
Hey,
Hey,
what it does, son?
what I do, what I do.
What's happening, family, man? Welcome, bro.
Come on, man. We had to land on this channel, fam. We had to. We had to. Big up Mavericks X.
Had
My
to bless
guy,
up the
my
thing.
brother. Come on,
Bless
you
up.
already know. Come
What's
on, we
happening?
bless up the thing. Come on, man. We are here sponsoring the thing, man. Come on.
I hear that. I hear that.
I see. I swear, Mard's in the chat right now. Tell Mard to jump on, man.
I don't know. There's about 9 people on the. There's about 8 people watching on. There's 9 a second ago. So there's more than. Oh, new nomad is here.
Yo,
You
Maverick.
know, man. New nomad is right here. Come on, bring up the new nomad. My brother, we're chilling.
Maverick.
Do you know it's Monto on a Sunday, innit? I thought, come on, your thing. I needed a break. I needed a break.
That's exactly why I started. So I thought, you know what?
I needed a break. Furthermore, if you're on here, let me switch on my laptop. Let me switch. It's new nomad here.
Yeah. He's
Tell
down
him
there.
jump on there. Furthermore, I'm gonna jump on my laptop and come back in 2 minutes. Yeah.
I'm gonna address him too. Say that. In a bit.
Maverick, you want to address Surah 4, verse 59? Some guy, basically, I asked for a verse to support hadiths, and he gave me this verse, and it's just ridiculous.
Bro, all of their arguments are ridiculous. Like,
It reads,
when it
I'll
comes
read
to
the translation. O you who believe, obey God and obey the messenger and those in authority among you, and if you dispute over anything, refer it to God and the messenger. If you believe in God and the last day, that is best and the most excellent determination. Where does it say to follow hadiths here?
As far as they're concerned, referring it to the messenger is basically what he said in the hadith.
But he didn't say it though. Like the hadith is just a writings, like of other people.
Peace,
Common
peace,
sense.
peace. Nomad,
Peace,
what is,
family. Peace,
Peace.
family. What's up, Mav?
what's happening, B? You already know.
يعني انت كوسو ورجع هيد النية وانت كوسو انت كوسو بخضهت. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't. I see Burak Bahir in the building too.
What's up, Kush? What's up, my bro? وحاكلها هذا خالد
Yeah.
وانو هلا هذا ask him
Man,
why he believes in hadith. Yo, I hope you're hearing me okay because I don't have my earphones.
No, I hear you fine. I hear you fine.
All right, cool. Yeah, carry on, lad. Sorry, man.
Tonight is on, B. Tonight I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie to you. Man. And a few people, you too. Everything is gonna be laid out tonight, bro.
Yeah, bro. I had to come check you.
You know how to.
Absolutely, man. I've been waiting to catch you, man. And now I got you. It's good.
Say that.
So what's the topic tonight?
Well, basically tonight I want to get at two different crowds. So the first crowd is, which I don't really even want to get at, is because it's tiring. It's tiring debating them, to be honest. Right. But my issue is their arguments. Their arguments are absolutely insane. Like, at least go back, have a little huddle, and come with better arguments. Because these arguments are just intolerable.
Right.
That's my issue. The arguments they come with are intolerable.
Who's that crowd?
The Sunni crowd.
Yeah.
Absolutely intolerable. Like right now, we were just addressing. I've heard a few people say to me that the reason they believe that the Quran is from God is because they've read about the Prophet and they believe that he's a truthful man.
Anytime they go head to head with you, they embarrass themselves because you put them in a position where they have to deny their holy book. That's what happens. Each time, never misses.
They do it. That's my problem. My problem is the arguments they make, Marty. Like, bro, I don't need to debate with them because you can go to any gathering they're at, and you're lucky if you hear them quote a single verse.
Right.
And I know you've seen this yourself.
I have.
You're lucky if you hear a single verse. Everything is just so-and-so said so-and-so said so-and-so. This guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. You know what the funny thing is? And this hit me the other day as well.
Right.
It's actually never about the actual statements. It's just about the individual that said it.
It's a feel-good thing. It's
nothing in the statements itself. There's nothing in it.
It's not the statement, it's how it's said and who said it. It's more about Sarahadawayan. It's all about the decorations, not really about the substance.
Your phone's acting up.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's acting up.
Okay. Oh, I knew it. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying it's not about substance, it's about the decorations. Oftentimes when you're discussing with these people, you know,
I would hope that was the case oftentimes, but that looks like all the times. Like just the other day, I was trying to find. I listened to a bunch of their little speeches and whatnot that they have, and I listened to a bunch of different men and whatnot, and I tried to find something valuable. Like my goal was find something valuable that's at least above common sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like something that you can call a teaching.
Yeah, but you're asking too much when you say that, though, Mav.
But then,
I mean, I hear you, I feel you, but you understand you're asking too much, right?
Okay, but then here's my issue. My issue is if there's nothing valuable being said, if there's no improvements being made in people's lives in any way, shape, or form, then people are getting dumbed down then, basically.
Well, here's how I see it. I think you're playing in the realm of logic and rationality, not in the realm of feelings and, you know what I mean? That's a more abstract realm that they play in.
I
And
know,
that's
but that
yeah.
creates a community of people that can't or won't reason
And
or use
I
logic,
believe, yeah,
and
hence
that's
there's a reason
dangerous.
why there's a lot of snowflakiness going on, and that people are gonna get mad at you and cut you down or some shit. That's where the snowflakiness comes from, is because there's nothing solid.
I agree with you,
Right.
and that's the problem.
Yeah. I hear you.
There's a few problems actually. Like, you see, my issue is the mentality that it creates. So what we have is it creates one self-righteousness. Like, people are just self-righteous for no reason.
Right.
For no reason.
Sabke qara'a yan for no, for no reason.
For no reason. Like, man them will put on a khamis and be like, yep, I'm holy or something.
Yeah.
Like, come on, fam. I've seen grown men. Well, I watched this yet.
Yeah.
I've seen grown men put on a thobe on a
Right.
Friday
Right.
and a little imam or whatever,
Right.
and take pictures and associate what they're wearing with
With the
the deen.
Yep. I've seen that way too many times.
And I'm like,
Uh,
yo, this is crazy.
once you see it, the problem is, man, once you see it, you cannot unsee it. That's the thing.
I'm like, you really associated a piece of cloth
Uh,
with the Almighty, like the creator of everything. You associated a piece of cloth.
let me make you laugh. You know, I have one of those. I have a few of them. Those scarves. You know, the Yasser Arafat scarves.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had that and I wore it like an actual scarf because it's kind of cold here in Canada. It gets cold, right? So I took it like a scarf and like wrapped it up like nicely around my neck and stuff, and I styled it up in a way where it wasn't on the pious enough for the dude, right? So the dude's like, "Astaghfirullah, what are you doing, man?" And I'm like, what happened?" He's like, "Why are you wearing it like it's stylish?" I'm like, "Wearing what? This is my piece of clothing." He looked at that imamat, that thing, as an item of religiosity.
See,
It's
that's
crazy.
amazing to me.
Wali, 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 wali. And
That's
he was
amazing.
serious. He was dead serious. Dude was dead serious too. He wasn't fucking around. He wasn't mocking about. He was for real, for real. I'm like,
Actually,
yo,
speaking of for real,
yeah,
you just reminded me of something, which made me go, "What the hell is going on?" This is one of the things that made me go into a bit of a research.
right,
Basically, this guy, I don't know how we got into this conversation, and alhamdulillah, this was online. This was not face to face. I don't know, because I don't know what I would have done.
right.
But anyways, this guy said to me that your feet, when you're sitting down, your feet cannot be facing the Kaaba.
Wow.
Oh my god.
And he was dead serious.
That's like some cool stuff there.
He was dead serious, bro. I
That's
was like,
nuts.
no.
That's nuts.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't even know where the place is. How you telling me I can't stretch my legs? I gotta be worried about where.
We got
Bro,
we that's hilarious. Yeah,
bro, my head was spinning.
well, like, I mean, if we're sitting around and like mom is there or pops is there or anybody you respect is there, I think like I'm not gonna put my foot in your face. Like I'm not gonna do that. So I think he just kind of followed that logic to the umpteenth degree or something, right? I think that's what it is.
Huh?
I think it's because like I'm not gonna put my foot like facing in your face. Like it's aib, right? It's not something that you would do. Someone is
But
around you.
this is a building. This is like
This is I understand that. So I think he just took that thought and ran with it. I
to
think that's
that
what
level.
happened. To that level. Now I think we should give a disclaimer, Mav.
Hmm.
Not all, right? But what makes me again question things is it's not that it's everyone is actually a minority that thinks to those degrees. I think we're talking about the outliers here, but like it's the fact that they don't get how could I checked almost to the point where it gets condoned by the masses.
Well, okay. Let me give you another one. Let me give you another. You're right. These are the outliers. You're right. But the issue is all of these ideas are coming from a particular source that is basically imperfect. It's authentic, inauthentic, good according to some, this scholar, that scholar, rare. There's nothing solid about it. You know what I'm saying to you?
Right.
So, and then you get your ISIS and them, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
It's like when you want to know who's who and what's what, and you want to clarify things, man.
Right.
You're trying to get to the bottom of it, Mukhtar. So when you get to the bottom of it, the problem is there is no set criteria.
There's no yardstick. Yeah, absolutely.
Without a yardstick, you can't judge someone.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying to you? That's some slick shit.
Absolutely. It's crazy.
And I've realized that this thing about a yardstick,
right?
This thing has creeped into our culture, for example, and I'm sure it's in other cultures as well.
Right.
It's got to the level where cultures have now been influenced to the point where they don't believe in nothing objective. There is no criteria. There is no yardstick. Everything is subjective. Have you not noticed?
That's why ulama go to war with each other using the same sources.
Because it's all subjective.
It's all subjective.
About who you follow.
It's who you follow. Exactly. It becomes a personality cult of sorts.
There is a personality thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing is a personality thing.
Yeah.
That's why you have your Albanis, your Madkhalis. Why do we know these names?
Yeah. If they're all using the same source, if they're all using the same source, right?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I hear you, man.
I remember one time, Dawa man. Dawa man, he said hellfire.
Mm-hmm.
Hellfire is a beast, like an actual beast.
Right.
That's hellfire. So, are you picturing this?
Yeah, I am. Okay, he's a beast. Okay.
Hellfire is a beast to Tayani Khan.
Nah, you gotta give it to him. He's a great rapper. I've always seen him as an entertainer. To me, he's entertaining. Kayere Somalia buran lakin kaso fujiye niyo midbu hosta gashade.
But it's people that listen to him though.
Absolutely, no, I know.
Because I went to a friend of mine,
right.
And wallahi, this is a friend of mine that I thought I knew. I thought I knew him.
Okay.
So I tried to tell him this, like, yo, I'm shocked. How can this bear tell me that hellfire is a beast? And he's like, well, if he said so, he's right. I'm like, what? Hold on. I'm like, hold on, what happened here? Now you too. How did you go down this rabbit hole?
It's a shock.
Last time I remember it was fire. How did it become a beast?
A long time ago, I decided this was entertainment. If I listen to these men with any kind of seriousness, I'll lose my mind, bro.
No, but my problem is this. My problem is this, And wallahi, this is my issue. My issue is we can argue about anything and almost everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We can say almost anything and everything is up to Hashis.
What up, Khalid?
Yes. K in the building.
I had Somali speakers by the Hamani.
Your ears are burning, huh? Your ears are burning, huh?
Where's the Somali speakers followers? Oh, I know. That's it. Are they shook?
وخالد ما معوش هو انت هنيو
وركدك نيو كفو نك Watch it, come on, watch it, come on. Hey,
Go shallow,
check this.
go shallow, go shallow. You're
You're
muted, bro.
muted, son.
You're muted. I don't know why you're muted. You're
You
muted,
mute
Khalid.
yourself, man.
Yeah.
You realize I did. شمان كان يربد اللي سريته you know angle حما يقول قبتي ما بيك كاميرا يرو كدو كده
Okay.
oh shit let me do it this way fucking no it's everywhere innit sorry didn't on I wait 1
No,
second
you're good, cuz. You're good.
Give us your best side. We're making you a battle fighter. You confident.
to me every side is my best side this is the problem every side is my best
There
side
you go.
I don't
You
have
gotta
no
come
best
back.
side
You gotta come back with your
come on
chest, bro. That's it.
come on Maverick Cape plug the channel what do you say he said Cape of course I'm plugging the channel right now man Mavs measure like a bahay so plugging it right now everyone jump on Maverick's live stream right now as you see on my phone what she's I don't I love Maverick, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maverick, what A for Maverick make you think I am like.
You know, me and Maverick one at it on in a comment section back in the days.
When?
Like I think it was a couple of years ago, maybe. It was
For what?
Remember how we met on Con Over Everything at COE?
Yeah, man. You commented. You said you're bang on a video. I said, you know what? Let me check out the brother. Hey, what about Ugaski? This is too much, man. It's too much. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Ugaski, man.
Come on, man.
Ugaski.
You lot made my boy die, man.
Yo, sorry, man. Who your boy wasn't talking.
Maverick, we come to show you love. Your boy was shit.
No,
the Marlins had to come through and Mexico quick and laugh. This is the thing. I had another problem with someone individual. I don't want to. That Somali. Are you mad? One mesh aniga kushidi to na mesh abti crazy. I don't want to merban sarna in. Now there are camera dan skip here. The merban yara sarna in other. Are you mad? This is my guy, man. When I saw his live, I said, yo, I have to jump. Bait face. Let everyone hate the fuck out of me, man. I'm on Maverick's channel right now. And I'm going to plug it right now as everyone speaks. Yo, come, we're live on Maverick's channel right now. Boy, Mavs is live right now. Watch this. Anyone wants to come over to Maverick's channel.
That's dope.
Nah, do you know, sometimes, you just need a break. And sometimes we're nephews and my brother's online.
Yeah, man.
You know,
sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the fly. You know what I'm saying?
No. It's not even a windshield. Sometimes, you know what? Krishboy sometimes the boss gala what, innit?
Ah, snap.
Man, the Krishboy ski, you know, I'm the Krishboy right now, innit?
I used to chill with the Krishboy, man. You actually know what that word means, Khalid? Do you actually know what that word means?
That's a big man word. Krishboy is a serious man. I don't care what no say. A Krishboy, he work his ranks up. Yeah, Bosco what it on and then Nicky Bosco what's out and not is Gursundona. Well, every Krishboy does that.
I'm gonna go Maverick on you. Do you know the root word?
Where? What's the root word of Krishboy right now?
Cash boy. Usually.
No, it's Krishboy, man.
Krishboy, man. I don't know. Somali say Krishboy anyway.
Yeah, it's Krishboy. It's different. Krishboy, everyone know Maverick. You know what Krishboy is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But where does the word come from? Cash boy way.
Nah, man. Nah.
I don't know.
That's a good. I don't know, man.
It's a good argument. It doesn't mean it's true, but it's a good argument.
At least marka dina baska qaadin sida xaarta ma Krishboy is
to me Krishboy for me is a young buck that's coming up. You know that man there that's just coming up. Like the Krishboy will end up driving a bus and marrying the guy's Nico Bosco of the NTSA. Wallah, every Krishboy ends up like that.
I think you already wrote the soap opera, goddammit.
Come on. Have you ever heard of Come on, man. Are you mad? Krishboy is underdog. The best meaning for Krishboy is underdog. If you've ever been an underdog, you understand what Krishboy is. It's an underdog. Krishboy is underdog, really. It is. It's an underdog. That's all Krishboy means. Underdog that worked his way up.
It's actually a function. It's actually Krishboy boy haysa.
No.
Krishboy baan leeyahay.
I'm Mavs here. I shaqada marka baran city. Mavs is the type of guy that's been independent from the age of 16. Yeah. You have to start up as a Krishboy in life. in life, if you don't start up that way,
Well,
you don't appreciate life. No, you have to. You start from the bottom, you work your way up. You can't start from the top of way where you work
Of
your way
course,
down.
man. Drake
That don't make sense. That don't make sense, fam. Man, don't want to start from the roof down. Come on.
I'm just looking for where the word comes from because we have a lot of funny words in Somali, man.
I know. Maverick's got hating this, man. Maverick wanted to turn this whole, like, this channel into a quranist channel. Yeah, he's like, awesome. I love them. He
Yo,
loved it.
Mav, you know you can put him in the back chat, ma. Put him in the back chat real quick.
Man. But listen, no. I'm a level though. We need to have serious conversations.
What conversation you want to have though? No, the Quran. No, look, he doesn't believe in the Quran and Hadith. Yeah, with me, you already know my.
We're pretty much covering the whole spectrum. We're covering the whole spectrum.
We're not gonna argue with you. That's the thing, Maverick. This is the thing. I'm not gonna debate you about the Quran and Hadith. My man Maverick and my man Numa doesn't even believe in none of that. At least I'll eat half of the other half then can move a ticket.
So we're covering the spectrum. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but here's the point that I'm trying to get to though. My point is, Marite, I don't believe that there's no such thing as subjectivity when you have something objective to deal with. You understand what I'm saying to you? So this thing with, I believe what I believe, you believe what you believe, boo hoo hoo. I don't deal with emotions. I deal with the facts at hand. So fact of the matter is,
can I stop you right there on one thing? If you're saying you cannot introduce subjectivity when there's something objective to work with, if something was objective, that means everybody would agree on it, Maha?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, so can you clarify for me? Because if it's something subjective to me, that means I don't even have to explain it to you. It's objective.
Do you know what the word objective means?
It's the way I can explain it is that it's something that we can all observe the same
it's
way.
An object.
Object, yeah.
It's an object. Now, and if the object, you can't say the object is not there because some people choose to be in denial. So the object is not dependent on people. The object is the object. It's there. You can measure it. You can do whatever with it. You understand what I'm saying to you? So that's the definition of objectivity. It's not dependent on people. We can all deny it. Like for instance, if there's a tree in front of us and we all deny that there's a tree, does that mean the tree is not there?
That's one way to look at it. But if there's someone that has hallucinations and definitely sees a pink horse head, but none of us see it, does that mean it's not real for that person?
It doesn't. No, we're talking about what's objective.
Is that not objective for that person? That person that's actually seeing the pink horse, is that not objective for that person?
No, unless the pink horse is there, it's subjective.
And here's what we always kind of get deviated, because there's a decision that needs to be made. There's a consensus that needs to happen, and that consensus that needs to happen, everyone has to agree on it. But the second everybody doesn't agree on it, then it loses the objectivity label.
No.
Do you understand?
No.
Okay.
As long as
that's what I don't get.
See, this is what I don't understand. Like, why is it that everything comes down to words? You do understand there's a difference between subjectivity and objectivity, right?
I think I made that.
No, what difference would you like to apply to them? You choose a difference to them. What difference would you like to apply to them?
How do you mean? Okay, this says object. You're muted.
Answer the question. Oh man.
Okay, look. Subjectivity is about the subject. It's about our individual as subjects. Objectivity is about the object. It's outside of us.
Okay, so why are you discussing the individual when we discuss objectivity?
What I'm saying to you is, for an object to be observed, me, you, Khalid all have to see the tree. But like, if it's only Khalid seeing the tree here there, and he tells us, yo guys, I see a tree there, and it's no longer an objective thing. It might still, but he can still debate that it's there and that it's objective and that we're missing it. You understand what I'm saying?
So your point doesn't matter then, does it?
No, it really does.
It's still there, man, 1 second, please. See, you're talking about the object and then you want to address the subject. Listen, the individual, provided you have eyes, provided you have no health difficulties, then there is no reason why you would not see the object just like the other individual. So what kind of argument is that?
Okay, but listen to me. What you're doing is that you're dragging me into a place where I have to accept that I am denying a fact. Okay, that's what you're doing essentially.
That's
And
hence
I'm
why
not
we
gonna
use an
let you do
objectivity.
that, Maverick, because I can only be honest with what I can observe. Marka, I don't know if you're high on mushrooms and you see an elephant and you tell me to see that elephant, and I tell you, I'm sorry, Mav, I don't see the elephant. It's no longer an objective thing. You can say it until you're blue in the face, but it loses the objectivity unless I'm in denial. That's the other thing. Unless I'm in denial of it. Do you understand?
How do you discuss facts in your world? Or is there no such thing?
Not, I mean, I think we're living in the same world. No, there is such a thing.
No,
We
I
can
don't know,
discuss
because you seem
facts
to have a problem
on.
with discussing facts.
Hmm.
So how do you do it?
How do I do what? How do I discuss
How do
facts?
you discuss facts?
Because a fact
Or is there such a thing?
or something that's objective, let's stick with objectivity and subjectivity. I think it's more interesting. If something is objective, to me, it does not need to be discussed. It's just objective. We all see it, we all agree on it.
But you could be in denial. You could be confused. You could be ignorant.
So you hear me out. That's what I'm trying to get to. You're dragging me into a place where you're labeling me as the insane one.
Well, it's either me or you. Why are you worried about
that's what I'm saying. I can easily say it is you.
We haven't even discussed this. So how can it be me?
No. But what I'm saying, we're obviously talking in abstract right now. But what I'm saying is, if there's something that you observe and you say it's objective to everyone, you can't make that call for everyone. Is what I'm trying to get at. You understand?
So there is no objectivity because people have to agree on what's objective. Is that what you're saying?
Objectivity here.
Is maths? One second. Is maths objective?
Math?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I guess you can say it's objective. Yeah.
What? Okay. It's objective, right?
Right.
Okay. Do words have definitions?
Sure they do.
Is that objective enough for you?
Okay. I mean, words can become subjective based on how it's used, right?
Okay. It would be in a context, right? What's subjective about that?
Well, someone has to decide the context now. Wouldn't there be someone deciding the context?
Let me make it simple for you. The Quran makes that even more simpler. If a context is whatever in an argument of some kind, right, you will find that it has to be consistent with the theme, and you will find another context that supports that context. So is that enough support?
The thing is, in Maverick, you're putting a book in front of me. No, but we're talking. Mm-hmm. You're putting a specific book in front of me, and you're telling me don't look at anything else. This is the one I need you to focus on and decide about its objectivity, subjectivity, and yada yada yada. And what I'm telling you is that the very fact that you chose a specific book makes it subjective. You are the one putting that in front of me. You understand? Because if I'm talking to a Confucius person or a Taoist, they're going to do the same thing with their scriptures. You understand?
Why is that an argument?
I'm trying to show you from my perspective.
Why is that an issue? Objective way about that. No. Hold on. You know who you're speaking to, so there's no point being in denial. Mm-hmm. Fact of the matter is, I also know who I'm speaking to. You are someone who claims to have left the deen. So
smiling. Look at
1 minute. No. 1 minute.
Yeah.
So since I'm someone who basically
concentrate on the debate.
since I'm someone. Look at that afternoon, man. This is serious, bro. Listen.
Hey, go ahead. It's serious for you, yeah. I get it.
If it's not serious for you, then what the fuck? What's the point of having this conversation?
No. I take you seriously. لكن وحنا تقول لي تقول هذا وحنا وراك غصب. سندلك هذا تقول هذا.
أنا ما بانل زوجلي.
ما no. وحنا قد your proposition. I'm not talking about us talking.
So what do you want to do? Decide the conversation?
No, because no. What I'm saying is you because when you start off from a wrong premise, whatever you build up, it's not gonna stand the ground because a specific thing that is specific to you is an objective thing. I know no, it's not objective.
Okay, hold on.
Because if it's objective, I wouldn't even be arguing with you, man.
Man. 1 minute. Bro, I didn't say the Quran is factually true. I said it's objective, as in it's an object. What the hell? You have a problem with that? Is it not an object?
I don't have a problem with that if that's how you define it.
The reason I'm saying it's objective is because so that you and I do not speak from subjective positions, because then it won't be a debate.
Yeah, I'm
giving you a criteria. That's why I'm pointing to the Quran. And the reason you and I are having that discussion is let's not 1 second there. Let's not speak over each other. Listen, the reason I'm having that discussion with you, I've said this to you before. You and I are gonna have this discussion. I've told you this before. And now you're on my channel. So what the hell do you expect?
To have that discussion, of course. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But you do understand what do you understand?
Oh man.
Yo, put Khalid in the back chat, man. I'm kidding.
Okay, go on.
For my being in the back chat, you're getting it up, bro. Alright, listen, put me in the back chat. I'll go home, bro. I don't go man. I don't skip ahead on it. والله نيجا سكعلي
Khalid, just make sure your feet are not facing the Kaaba right now, okay? Just make sure that will.
No, 1 second, man. Let's
my nigga, my feet are facing the other way. I'm not gonna lie, the Kaaba's this way. That way. Answer the goddamn question. Man.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get the hadiths on my side for this one. But still.
Oh snap! Okay.
Bro, Brad is getting this as well, bro.
Okay, but please hop on. I gotta. Okay, Mab. Tell you what. Let me hop back on with my earphones and do this properly.
All right.
Are you ready? You're not ready, man. Don't run. Don't run.
I'm not running. I'll be back. I came on this panel first of all to talk to my bro, and second
atheists
of all,
are getting smoked. Atheists are getting done, fam. They're getting done.
You can't even speak to hadith.
I'm letting my quranist on you first. Forget the hadith crew. Can't get Aliyah first. Can't get Aliyah in it. Okay.
Well, Maverick, let me hop back on after, okay? Let me go get to the house first.
You go get your headsets. You go get ready. I'll shahar sa'ab. We're right here. I'm right here. I'm here to sponsor my boy. My boy's got his channel right now, yeah, and he's out here smoking. He's smoking atheists tonight. I'm on his side. I was going to yo, Kush, come up on the chat. Kush, you're man.
Come on,
man. I got my pillow, my robe on right now. Nasty walk, everything's ready.
I'm not even gonna lie. I want the atheist tonight, bro.
I want the atheist. Come on, Maverick. I want you to smoke these guys, man.
See, bro, the hadiths, I ain't got no beef with them. I have beef with their arguments. That's it. It's just their arguments are horrible. You know what I'm saying? But these atheists, I want them.
All right,
atheist Somalis are getting smoked on the channel tonight, man.
Kush is gonna come on, but
Kush ain't gonna come on, man. Kush is a shook one. Kush is a shook one. Come on.
Oh, you baiting him?
Come on.
I can't think Kush is too smart for that.
Yeah, coming on, man.
He should come on. Yeah, coming on.
Yeah, coming on. Yeah, coming
on.
I'm here in my robe right now, in my pillow right now.
All right.
No, that's awkward, man. Right now. Right, Maps.
You lot gotta remember, man. I got international people watching, bro. A lot of Somali fans.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're forgetting ourselves, but then again, you know how it is. The family, you can't tell them not to speak Somali. You know how it is. But
no, not completely. But remember them, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, remember them. Yeah. This is what I love about my channel. You know, my channel is like I don't really give a shit about none of them, innit?
No, I like it.
Wallah, I'm not even. Wallah, I'm not even trying. For me, it's exclusive. My face is bait on your channel right now. You think I care? I know. The quranist channel, Maverick. You think I care about this shit?
I'm trying to get to the bottom of things, man. I got a different angle. You get me?
Aye, Gigi. I see you, man.
But listen, now speaking of atheists, not just atheists. Well, no, it's not just atheists. My issue is anyone that claims any other religion whatsoever is a liar. Well, I liar. All of them are just following their community, or they're trying to get a belonging with some particular group.
No.
I hate to say this, but that applies to hadiths as well. But anyways,
you know what my layman, Maverick. Yeah, so you do what you do. You say what you're saying, man. It's your channel, man. Come here to support my brother. Earlier supporting what's his name? Noah's doing his thing. You know them ones. I come out here to show love for the brother the minute. Do your thing. You're still my guy. Like I say to everyone else, I don't really give a fuck what the boys on. When in Kenny.
I'll bet.
Yeah, who cares, man? I was catching Joe today, man. So today I come on, I see. We say atheist Somalis. They don't want it, fam, today. They do not want it. Where's Kush? For the money, Kush can't come on. Can you go in? You go.
Say no more. Nah, but my thing is not just Somalis, man. I'm trying to attract. You get me? All of the big mouths. You know what I'm saying?
So the big mouths. What has to say? Somalis don't make sure that that, isn't it? That's the thing. Yeah, but I'm trying to say at the same time, I'm gonna be to throw into Murmo on my channel. Hagen ski mother. Ila Martin Nicola Murman. Ila Martin you get where I'm coming from.
No, they'll never come here.
They don't want to come here, fam. They don't want to. I even advertise on my channel. I said the boy is on right now. Whoever wants it with Maverick by himself on his channel, work on.
That's why I'm not gonna bother the hadiths, man. I realize, they don't care. They don't care. They're set in their ways. And they just want to do their thing, and you know what? Let them do their thing. I ain't got no beef with them. My thing is just simply, I'm not gonna allow anyone to lie about the Quran. So I don't care who you are. I don't care what label, what jersey you decide to wear. No one's gonna lie about the Quran. That's it. That's all it is for me. You know what I'm saying? So really and truly, the people.
But then again, this is the problem. The hadiths don't lie about the deen.
They do. They lie about it. I can prove it to you anytime, bro. Whenever you're ready. They lie about the Quran. I promise you. I can show you a bunch of verses which they've mistranslated. I can show you a bunch of verses where they haven't even bothered translating. Like they've left the word there. I can show you bad things in the Quran, bro. Bad things. Easy, wallah. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, when they, quote, when they say, whatever the Prophet gives you, take. And whatever he forbids you, abstain from.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what they do with that one?
What?
They cut a verse. Not only do they cut the verse, but they cut it to less than a third. Yeah. So when you cut the verse to less than a third, you can have it mean whatever you want. You understand what I'm saying to you, yeah?
So they cut in the Quran verse. Are you trying to tell me they're cutting the Quran verse in half?
Not only in half, they're half in the half. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Look up the verse right now. Chapter 59, verse 7.
Yeah.
And you will see it yourself. When you read the full verse, you'll have an understanding. But when you read the third of the verse, which they always cut out.
Is this the one that you're talking about, Maverick? Yeah, where you forbid the evil and was it the good? Is it one of them ones?
No. This is basically it's about war booty, isn't it? It's a verse.
All right, cool. Yeah. Today I had a big debate with one of these, these Batikhalis, isn't it? Yeah? I had a fantastic argument on Instagram. And this Instagram is the topic I'm doing tomorrow is called Do Men Find the Modern Women Challenging? This certain Methali brother, I'm not going to mention his name, come up to me and said, oh, why are you advertising this? You're not allowed to. And I'm like, brother, I'm trying to have a dialogue. Is dialogue having, how do you know women are going to jump on my channel? How do you know it's not for men? Yeah. Do you get where I'm coming from?
No, not only that, they've turned women into this either sacred or or disgusting thing that shouldn't be seen, shouldn't be heard. Like they made, bruv, they're really on women's case, man. Because
why is that?
I don't understand. That's how organized religions work. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like men always seem to target women and children.
Yeah.
That's their
And that's
first.
that. Well, like, that's all something creepy. Even now, the sisters don't even they're all like, yo, it's the Dukkan. I'm like, nah, it ain't the Dukkan. It ain't the Dukkan, because the Dukkan, I'm not gonna lie to you, Somali women were flying planes in 1979. Well, certain women only learned to drive in 2019 or 18. So it ain't the Dukkan. It's not the Dukkan. It's something that I do not understand. Where we are pressing those senoritas.
No, what makes it even worse is when you read the Quran and it talks about sort of clothing that women should wear, or and blah blah blah, that sort of stuff. Yeah, the Quran doesn't talk about it in light of modesty. That's the crazy thing. The Quran talks about it in light of security. Because two things were happening. One, it comes in Surah Nur, and the other one comes in Surah Sad, chapter 33. Yeah. Now, basically, the first one is about women that are married women again that are being accused of adultery, but it turns out the men were lying. Do you see what I'm saying to you? They were slandering them. So it comes up in that light, and Allah just tells them to basically cover their bosoms, their breasts. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yeah? And to basically only show their privates to their husband. So really and truly, here in the UK, if a woman can wear a bikini and not be harassed, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yeah? Then she hasn't actually gone against that verse, because that verse only talks about breast and private parts. You see what I'm saying to you? Now, if you go to chapter 33, again, it's a matter of security. It literally says, so that they are recognized and not harassed. And again, it just talks about garment, just clothing, wrap clothing over yourself. Literally for what? So that you are recognized but not harassed. So both situations had nothing to do with modesty or some sort of religious ordinance. It was actually security. It was just logic. That's according to the Quran, that is. But no, that's not enough. You know what I mean? Let's add some stuff. Let's decorate.
Well, I don't even know, but I don't even know.
Let's decorate. You know what I'm
But
saying?
for me, do you know what I find funny is, okay, so the certain people blame the culture then.
Huh?
It's the thing, there's certain people blame the culture now. Like Somali culture for this.
No, they see what culture? Somalis don't care about culture. It's the deep. It's the deep. They really believe this is something to do with deep. I remember the first time I saw a woman in a niqab. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was offended.
What? Say what?
Well, I was offended. Because in my head, I'm thinking, so is this woman thinking that unless she covers her face, that I as a man am gonna jump on her or something?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I won't be able to hold myself. I'll just jump on her or some stuff like that. You know where I'm coming from? Like it didn't make any sense to me. And what pissed me off even more is I don't even think she was all of that. So I'm like, what? Every girl is basically a potential. Every guy is just a walking danger to all of these. Like no matter how ugly they are.
Yeah. No, but certain man can't. But then again, certain man will aid. They can't help themselves. They'll ape anything.
Yeah,
you know this, man. You know this, man. You know certain man, yeah. Wallahi, or billahi, you know this yourself, fam. Man, don't lie. There's certain man that will ape anything. They don't have no standards, bro. You know this as well.
I hear you. Know this. I hear you, but those guys, guess what? Wearing niqab ain't gonna save you from those guys. Those guys, they just need to know that you are a woman, and that's it. That's all they care. It's not about what you wear.
Nah, do you know is Mabs, I'm not gonna lie to you. I clocked it. You see the ultimate beef that we've got here? It's alpha females v beta males. That team, that combination there is dangerous for the mandem. You have to annihilate. Do you know is I'm on annihilating beta? You know beta males. I'm on trying to smoke beta males now. Like, alright, I think we clocked you. That's the danger. That's the danger. You know, you were telling me a couple of months ago, yeah, me and you had a big debate. Single mothers, rare. And I was like, you know what? Nah. Then I clocked, alright, these women, it's not single mothers, it's these women that are all him, that raise these bitch niggas, that become beta males. That's the game. That's the game I'm trying to fight right now. You get where I'm coming from, GG?
I hear you, but Kate, don't forget my audience, man. Come on, man. They're not interested in that.
Yeah, your audience, they'll be interested in them. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Wallahi, alright, quranist scale lobby. Alright, let's talk about. Do you think certain of these men that you're saying have made what's it called? Like some vigilant men that rare that can't even look at women, that think like everything a woman's doing is haram. Come on, it's the same team, bro.
They're just on their case. They're just on women's case. I don't understand. But anyway, well, I really don't know. And that's all of the religions, though. Don't get twisted. It's not just Sunnism. Like, you'll find
that. No, it's not. Sunnism. Do you think Sunnism is a religion by itself then?
100%. Because it's nowhere to be found. It's nowhere to be found in the Quran. Literally nowhere. There's no authority for it whatsoever. So it's its own religion. You know what the funny thing is, yeah? They know their own religion. That's why they're quick to do takfir on you. Like, if you follow just the Quran, they're quick to do that because it's like the Somalis say, innit? Like, tug into sun tukudin and tugla that. You know what I'm saying to you? So, basically, before they call you thief, you call them. That's what they're playing at right now. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that, my G. I hear that.
That's all it is. But no, like, see, when it comes, like I said, I don't want to address them.
I know.
I don't want to deal with them. But when it comes to the Quran, I'm not online. But that's just not on.
Yeah, that's it. Where's my man? Where's this my new nomad guy, man? I'm trying to keep the pan warm for a minute.
Hopefully he'll come back.
You don't want to get that cooking. You don't want to get that cooking, fam. You don't want it.
You see, Cyrus said something very interesting there. He said hadith science is a Persian.
Big up Cyrus though, man. Cyrus is a madman. I like Cyrus, man. That's our Cyrus, innit? From the park, innit?
Yeah,
really, bro. I like Cyrus. One of my favorite speakers in that park, you know.
Absolutely.
That's one of my favorites.
Absolutely, it goes without question. But
see, one of my favorites.
This is the thing people don't understand. People don't understand the intricate connection between religion and politics. They seem to think that they are separate, but they're not. They're far from. As a matter of fact, I would argue.
But it depends on the Mavericks. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're gonna use religion to politic your issues, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a type of guy called for secularism, but there has to be a sort of issue where, all right, cool, you know, in 2021, yeah, you see the whole world how it's governing. The whole world is governing a certain way. Every nation. Are you gonna be left out?
Nah, Khaled, I'm not talking about secularism here. One second.
No, but politics and deen is mixed. I don't know. All right, go for me. Sorry, I must have read it.
What I'm talking about is as a tool. Religion, I would argue, is basically. I'm not even gonna lie. I would argue that religion.
Religion has been weaponized. Religion has been weaponized, Maverick. Do you agree with that on that? In every aspect. No, religion for me, your religion, like Maverick, you do what you're doing, I do what I'm doing. That's religion for me. Simple.
Nah, I hear you, but that's not the point. The point is, what is religion? That's the point here. The point is, as far as I'm concerned, I would argue that religion is the first cross-border political tool invented by man. Like, in other words, if you wanted to,
your mic's a bit cracking.
All right, one sec. Can you hear me? Mic
check. Perfect.
All right, cool. Basically, if you wanted to like increase your empire, and you wanted your empire to include different races and different cultures, etc. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to tax and consumerism and whatnot, wealth. At the end of the day, now the only way you could do it would be religion. Like, for instance, I'll give you a perfect example of what religion can do. For instance, right now, Arabs can sell their products all over the Muslim world, and their products will be associated with Islam. However, your products, not so much. Do you see what I'm saying to you?
I see you. I hear it, Mavericks. But do you know, is that down to marketing? Forget Islam.
Everything is down to money.
I think that's more down to marketing. And these lot, the thing is, I feel like these lot have marketed the deen to its perfection.
No, where it's like it always is because
if you look at it, the Nigerian, the Somali, the Indonesian don't do what these guys are doing with the deen. They do it on the next level. So, is it Arab culture then? This is the thing that we need to identify from Islam and Arab culture. This is what a lot of people have a problem.
No, see, it's not just Arab culture. I'm not just talking about Islam. I'm talking about religion, full stop. Religion, full stop, tend to always come with a particular culture that is practiced by the people who the religion originates from. So, for instance, if you become a Jew, then you also have to adopt Jewish culture. Do you see what I'm saying to you?
100. I hear you on them angles, but then again, Islam is multi-universe. This is the thing between Judaism. You have to be born a Jew to be a real Jew. Yes or no, Mavs?
Well, no.
Your mom has to be Jewish. Your mom has to be Ashkenazi to be Jew, or you be this other wannabe Jews. Because to me, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I look at Jew, I live in North London. I know what Jews look like in it. Yeah, the Hebrew Israelite ain't a Jew to me. The Yemeni ain't a Jew to me. The Ethiopian ain't it. The real Jews are the Ashkenazis.
No, but that's just opinion. That's not a fact, innit? Like
big up Babadullah. Big up Babadullah. There's a Hebrew Israelite right now. There's one that's on the pitch right now. Come tell him to jump on. Babadullah, back the Hebrew Israelite. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. To me, who's a Jew? That is an interesting question. I don't know, Mavs. Go on, break it down to me. You got the black Israelites telling me I'm a Jew right now. The Arab is telling me I'm a Jew. The white man is telling me I'm a Jew. By birthright, by your mum. So who the fuck's a Jew?
I don't care. I honestly don't care. It doesn't mean anything. Well, it doesn't. Because basically, the way I see it, as far as I'm concerned, these people are identifying themselves with some sort of legend. I don't need a legend. Like, it's not gonna. What's it gonna do for you?
Yeah, a legend. Stories, myths.
Yeah, well, what's it gonna do for you?
But then if you're gonna say that, my bro, all religion are like that, bro. All religions oral. It's a myth. But then again, what one? Not because at the end of the day, you didn't see Prophet Muhammad. You didn't see the Quran being unrevealed. You didn't see 9. It's all something you believe in. Yes or no, Gigi?
I don't need to see the Prophet, nor do I need to see the writing of the Quran in order for me to believe in the validity of what the Quran says. Like, there's no connection between the two. Either the Quran is true or it's not. Seeing the Prophet is not gonna make it true, nor is it gonna make it false. Either the product is true or it's not. It's that simple, really.
Then again, if you believe Prophet Muhammad, if you believe Prophet Muhammad ﷺ that you never saw, Isa that you never saw, then that asks you another question. That's a whole another can of worms.
No, it's not a can of worm, because again, you're connecting the validity of the message to the individual. Then the two are not connected. Do you see what I'm saying to you?
I hear that, but like a man then that's a whole premise. Then a man that's what's his name, Nomad. That's how Nomad's gonna argue with you, my G.
Like, can't argue with me that, because you gotta understand there's rules to reason in it. You can't just say whatever you want to say. It's gotta compute and it's gotta make sense. If you argue that, oh, you don't know whether this message is true because you haven't seen the messenger, you have to connect the two. You have to explain what makes the message true or not, depending on seeing or not seeing the messenger.
All right, cool. So how you gonna make it atheist actually read that then? Yo, big up Chemo, big up Babadule in the chat. I see you. Gangaji.
You know what? This thing about
This is the atheist. That's where the atheists are gonna attack you, whether you believe in Quran, Hadith, Sunnah. The man's gonna tell you at the end of the day, show me this is right.
Cool. This is what it comes down to. What it comes down to is actually very simple. A lot of people ask this question: how do you know the Quran is true? Blah blah blah. Okay, so what it comes down to is, what does the Quran claim? Now, what you will find is, okay, the Quran claims that there is a creator to this universe. And for you to know that, all you have to do is observe this universe and yourself, and you will come to that conclusion. So that's the first step. The second step is, it says that creator can only be one, because had there been more, then there would have been, disputes and etc. And God is far beyond that sort of nonsense.
Mahad in the chat said, yeah, Somali speakers don't listen to this guy.
He carried it, bro, man. Let him say what he wants.
Yeah, sorry, Ralung.
Now, so where was I? Where was I? Is it mad, the young swallow guy?
Yeah, come on, man. I could tell by that picture. Who else is it? That's him, man.
Okay, do you know what I'm gonna do? 1 second. Baba Dulai and Chemo, will you guys do that gentleman a favor and please explain to him what an addition is? He seems to suffer with, the understanding of what the word addition is for some odd reason. I don't know why, but help him out, please. Anyways, as I was saying, going back to what I was saying about the validity of the message. Okay, the message is very simple. So one explains, it says that there's a creator to this universe, and for you to know that, observe the universe and yourself, and you will come to that conclusion. That's the first statement or first claim. Second one is that the creator is one. Had there been more than one, then there'd be disputes, and God is far beyond that. Makes sense. If you're gonna call someone God is not going to negotiate with anyone, is he? So God is one. Thirdly is Thirdly is the claims of the Quran itself. So you have a few great teachings, which is to basically, in a nutshell, to not transgress against other people. Don't cheat them. Don't kill if your life is not in danger. Don't basically don't transgress, in a nutshell, and also do good deeds. And if you do good deeds, you'll be rewarded for it. Now, and it also says about Judgment Day, it simply says, if you were to say, what a great question. Joe Brooks said to Young Swallow, was the Talmud an addition or interpretation of the Torah? Same here. But yeah, the action or process of adding something to something else. Thank you, Baba Dule. I don't know why, but he's really suffering to understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just in my bed right now, man. I just wanted to get up on this conversation and but that's what I'm trying to say, Brody. Is the atheist gonna tell you that thing as well? Sorry, where's my camera? There. You got where I'm coming from? That's kind of mad. I'm not gonna lie to you, Maverick. You gotta prove them right. Like, you know, all us Abrahamic brothers and sisters, we believe in the same thing as you.
I'm not really sure about that. I'm really not. Let me tell you why. Because
What do you mean you're not sure?
I'm not sure because claims are easy, innit? You gotta reference your claims, innit? You gotta substantiate your claims. Anyone can make claims. See, nothing is if people are questioning the very reason why. Imagine a supposed Muslim is gonna ask another Muslim, "Why do you believe the Quran is the truth?" And you're telling me I'm supposed to believe those people are, I don't know, sane? You know what I'm saying?
But say if another Muslim's not a Muslim no more, and he's just asking them questions to get validity and, you know, clarification of the thing is true, what you quranist are gonna tell him?
See, that's one of the things I wanted to address. See, this concept of ex-Muslim, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The only way it's going to make sense, literally, the only way it's going to make sense is for you to find something in the Quran that you no longer find, that you no longer deem acceptable, or you don't believe it's from God, or somehow you come to the conclusion after believing that the universe has to have a creator, but then somehow you come to the conclusion that all of a sudden the universe doesn't need a creator. So you'd have to come. Those are the only two arguments you can make. One, there is no creator.
Your mic, Ahmed.
Yeah. Is it better now?
Perfect. Go. Repeat what you just said.
I was saying the only two arguments a supposed ex-Muslim can make to validate that word ex-Muslim is A, you would have to come to the conclusion that there is no creator all of a sudden, and you would have to explain how at one point you believed that the universe needed a creator, and then now you've come to the conclusion, oh, you know what? It doesn't need a creator. So you have to explain that. Number one. Number two, you have to find something in the Quran for you to say, you know what? I no longer believe that God could have been behind this particular verse or this message. So those are the only two ways you could come to you could say that you are quote unquote an ex-Muslim. How many times do you hear ex-Muslims quote in the Quran why they are no longer Muslim? How many times does that happen? Doesn't happen at all.
You're right. No, you're right. But then again, atheists don't give a goddamn crap about what you're saying. So is the argument with these guys fallacious wrong, or you just going in circles, or you trying to prove like I don't know who's wrong? Why do I like you tell me, my GG? Because I don't waste my time arguing with these guys.
Okay, you see, when it comes to atheism, yeah, I've addressed this in the last show as well. Atheists, really and truly, I don't believe that there is such thing as atheist. Let me tell you why. Because when you say atheist, it's as though someone looked at theism and then looked at the opposite of theism, which is atheism, and concluded that they are both equally as probable as each other, or that atheism is more probable than theism. Those are the only two ways you could come to the conclusion of atheism. However, you will never hear anyone making an argument for atheism. They only make argument against theism. As a matter of fact, they don't make an argument against theism. They just reject whatever you bring to the table. Literally, whatever you bring to the table. They won't give you a criteria for you to meet. They'll just simply reject whatever you bring to the table. That's not atheism. That's anti-theism. If we're gonna be frank, they're simply anti-theism. They're just against whatever you bring because they're not bringing anything to the table. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Because when you say, I'll give you an example. If let's say you were thinking about two possibilities, and one possibility is, so let's say you have A and B, yeah, two possibilities, and let's say B is way more probable than A? Are you still gonna go for A?
No. You ain't gonna go for A. But then again, if A doesn't exist in your world, what you gonna do then, man, bro?
Huh?
Yeah, but then again, if A doesn't exist to you, the letter A doesn't exist to you, what you gonna do about them, man? Then?
No,
Because
that's
that's
not
what
the
you're
point.
arguing with. It
No,
is the
Khalid.
point, because if you're gonna argue with an atheist right now, yeah, all right, cool. You with me? You are believers in it, yeah. But what you gotta remember, these man there are not believers.
No, Khalid, I don't think you understand. This has got nothing to do with believers. Forget all of that. This is nothing to do with, people's passions and whatnot. It's about the simple fact that you have two possibilities. Either God is probable or he's not. There is no other option. Either he's probable or he's not probable or he's improbable.
I heard that.
Does
I
that make sense to you?
heard that.
So when they say when atheists argue for atheism, or even that word, it suggests that God is equally as probable as he is improbable. That's what they're trying to argue, as though both positions are equal in terms of possibility. However, we know that's not the case because they never make any single argument for why God is improbable. They simply reject whatever you bring to the table. Therefore, you can bring them 9, 10 arguments for the probability of God. They will bring you 0 arguments for the improbability of God, and yet they'll have the audacity to act as though they're in the same position as you.
I hear that.
That's not atheism, that's just anti-theism. Because if we simply use that analogy for something else, which I asked you earlier, when in life do you ever look at 2 possibilities and then go, okay, B is way more probable than A, but I'm still going to go for A? When does that happen?
Yeah, there's an atheist right now, Ultra Funkoni, jump on. You back this beef. It's not my type of fight to fight, you know.
At least.
Let Ultra Funky jump on the chat, man. Give him the link, man. Drop the link, yeah. Drop on the chat, man. I want to hear this. I'm not atheist. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna argue the atheist vibe. You know me. I'm not really that much truth.
No, Khalid.
Khalid,
it's very simple. You have A, you have B.
No, but then again, if an atheist, then I keep saying to you, if an atheist doesn't believe in A totally, if that's not his thing, what are you gonna say?
You're not listening. It's not belief. It's a matter of there is only those 2 possibilities. Either there is God or there isn't a God. What other possibility is there?
If he doesn't believe in a God, what are you gonna prove there's a God exists?
I said isn't. I gave you both options. I said there is one or there isn't. Is there a third option?
So all right, then the atheist is telling you, show me if there's God. As a believer, you believe in God. Show the atheist that God exists. See, and that's the question.
Okay, again, you're not understanding, bro.
I'm totally computing. Maybe you're not understanding the argument I'm coming from is, all right, cool. Well, I'm a Muslim Sunni, yeah. I'm not trying to be an atheist, but if you're gonna actually make an atheist believe in something, and the atheist tells you, show me, because the only thing I believe in is proof, what are you gonna do?
You gotta understand that assumes a few things. Number one, that assumes you can see God, and number 2, that assumes that whatever you can see is the truth. So both ways is a problem. And they wouldn't use that argument. They actually don't give a criteria. They literally do not give any criteria.
Forget a criteria, alright, cool, yeah. You are whatever you believe in, yeah. Try and make me believe what you believe right now. I'm telling you, I don't believe what you believe in. It doesn't exist to me. What are you gonna do? What you gonna pull out scriptures? You're gonna be like, oh well, this and this. How are you gonna make an atheist believe in your belief right now? That's my next question, Maverick.
Okay, it has nothing to do with belief. You only have 2 options. Either there is a God or there isn't. What's that got to do with belief? either there is a creator.
So,
for this
all right,
universe.
cool. I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you believe in God?
I believe it's way more probable that there is a creator.
Now,
Yes, I
do you
believe it's
believe
way.
in God? So, do you
Yes.
believe in God?
Yes.
All right, cool. Say if an atheist tells you I don't believe in what you believe in, and you, how are you gonna prove there's a God that exists? Simple question.
I don't. You're not following me, bro.
Just trying to give you.
You're not
I'm trying to
following.
follow you. I'm just trying to give you an argument. I'm trying to give an argument. I'm trying to say, show me as it right now. Yeah, I'm a believer. I believe in the same thing you believe in. Yeah, I believe in the Hadith. I believe in the Quran. I believe in Allah. I believe in Prophet Muhammad. I believe in every. I'm just trying to say, if I didn't, how would you prove to me right now? Show me a God. Show me something exists. What you gonna show me? Clear cut evidence. Simple.
Okay, it's not that simple. The reason it's not that simple is you have to give me a criteria of what you will accept. You gotta understand.
What I accept.
Make
Show
a
me.
million.
Show me your God. Show me your God that you believe in. That's the criteria.
Again,
The God that you believe in. Show me.
I
Show me.
just told
Show me a sign. How?
Khalid, I just told you that assumes you can see God. Do you not understand that? That assumes your eyes can see the infinite creator of the universe. Now there is no reason to assume that. Why would anyone assume that you can see God?
I can't see God, but this. Okay. Whatever you
So if you
believe in.
can't
Show
see
me
God,
how. Okay. Cool. Forget that. All right. Cool. I can't see God. You can't see God. Show me what you believe in that is right. Tell me what your belief is right. Then that's it.
all right,
You got that in Somali, man. Just explain to me what you believe in. Show me.
okay, it's very simple. Whatever begins, you already heard these arguments, bro. Whatever begins has a cause. Whatever effect you have must have a cause. Since the universe is an effect, because we know that it came into existence, it has to have a cause. And to keep it very simple with you, because you cannot get into infinite regress,
Your
was
mic, your
caused
mic,
eventually.
your mic. I beg you, say that again. Your mic is kind of. Go on, say that again, Maps.
Mic check. Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Yo,
Go for what you're saying. Perfect. Go for what you're saying.
it's very simple. So, because you cannot get into infinite regress meaning whatever began to cause this was caused by something else.
Bruv, your mic's doing it again. I beg you every time, like your mic. Just say that again. I don't know what you're doing. Just say, go and speak right now. Maps, beg you speak. Your mic's got this mad crackling noise. Perfect. Go ahead, Maps. Yeah. It's for the audience as well. Please go ahead.
Alright, cool. As I was saying, yeah, because you can't get into infinite regress. Infinite regress meaning you can't get into whatever whatever began to exist was caused by this, and then that was caused by that, and then that was caused by that, and then that was caused by that, and go on forever. Because you can't get into that, you have to eventually get to an infinite cause, an infinite creator that did not have a beginning, that began everything else. You have to get there by simple maths. If you eliminate, like they say, if you eliminate the impossible, whatever is left, however improbable, must be the truth. So now that we eliminated infinite regress, that leaves you with an infinite source. Now, the way we know that that infinite source is God is very simple, because from that infinite source, you have an effect. He affected something into existence. Now, the only way he can affect something into existence is one of two ways. Either A, he has a will, he has agency, where he can do whatever he wants. Or B, he's programmed. And if he's programmed, then it gets back to who programmed him, and then who programmed that. And then you're going to get into infinite regress again. So again, because you eliminate program, you're left with agency. So you have an infinite creator with the agency to bring everything into existence, and that is what you call God. There's no way out of that.
Okay, cool.
What do you reckon?
All right, cool. Again, I'm a believer of Islam, but I'm just trying to, for argument's sake right now, yeah. That still doesn't prove that there's God. You just made,
Okay,
well, infinite maths, this. Okay, cool. How do you know that wherever this being, whatever, might have been something else? How do we know? Again, as a person, a man of faith, yeah, is it because I believe in it and I totally believe in it, or do you believe? Just the questions. And I'm not trying to be atheist right now. I'm just asking questions. Go ahead, Maji.
I hear you. The point
Yeah.
is this: I didn't talk about the personality of God. I didn't go there. I simply stated two attributes which
No, you just kept saying he. You kept saying he.
Okay, don't worry about the word he. We just use that for language purposes. But listen to this, yeah? There are two words, there are two attributes that are of absolute necessity. One is infinity, because I explained to you, mathematically speaking, why infinity is necessary. And the other attribute is agency. And I explained to you, again, because of infinite regress, agency is a must. So once you have infinity and you have agency, that equals God. Because only God is infinite and has agency to do whatever he wills. That's God. That's God in every religion. You see, Bu'ur says the Big Bang can be demonstrated.
No, I hear that. But then again, you keep arguing. Say if someone doesn't believe in all of this, and it's like a very mulalu man, like a romantic side. How are you gonna believe that? How are you gonna make that person believe? That's the question. That's the key question I've got for
it. Let me tell you how I'll do that. It's very simple, and this is why I tell you there is no such thing as atheism. There is only anti-theism. The reason for that is because the alternative to what I explained to you, which is infinite and the agency, like will, the alternative to that is infinite regress. That's the alternative. There is no way out of that. You will never find an atheist that can explain what is the alternative to God. And this is why I say they are anti-theists. Because the alternative to God, if you don't want to believe in God, no problem. Then you have to believe. And this is a belief as well. Because infinite regress is not something that you can observe. No one has ever observed infinite regress. So you basically have to believe. You have to have faith in infinite regress. You have to have faith in something causing something and then causing something and then causing something and then causing something going on forever. I don't know how that's gonna work, but that's what you have to believe in. Explain
You
how
have
you
to.
can have a third choice.
Did you say you have to believe in that?
Yes, 100%. If you don't believe in God, you have to, absolutely have to believe in infinite regress. I dare anyone to. I'll stand corrected if anyone can bring a third option.
That's good. Well, that's your own point. On that note, Maverick, my brother, I've been trying to keep the panel live with you, but I know do your thing, my G.
Say that.
My brothers, please. I'm just gonna be playing some Somali music on my channel anyway, yeah. So if I get a copyright, I don't really give a fuck. But listen to this, yeah. Like I'm saying, please, someone jump on, keep the place warm, keep the panel, share, like, subscribe to my brother. Hit up Maverick channel. You done all. Big up Maverick. Big up Chemo. Big up Kush. Big up what's his name? What's his name, man? Baba Tunde. Ali's on the chat right now. I'm out. SS. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yo, big up. Peace.
Big up. Peace out, family. But yeah, so this argument is very simple, man. On the level, atheists have to bring a third possibility So you have God, you have infinite regress. I wouldn't even call that possibility, but that's what you guys want to entertain. And the third one is, I don't know, yeah, bring a third option. If you don't bring a third option, you have faith in infinite regress. Infinite regress is your God. Yeah. So infinite regress is your God. There's just no, I don't know. Chemo, energy can't be created or destroyed in a closed system. So this universe, I would argue, is a closed system. If you're going to argue otherwise, you'll have to prove it. But again, I mean, did energy create the universe? Would anyone argue that? Did energy exist prior to the universe to create the universe? And as for the issue with the people that have a problem with the Quran, that's even worse. You know what? The worst ones, in my opinion, is people that claim to believe in God that don't believe the Quran is from God. That's just weird. That's just straight up weird. What do you have that's better than the Quran? Or what does the Quran not? How does the Quran not guide someone who is conscious of God? Okay, Ultra says, I just have Ultra, why don't you jump on, man? Why don't you jump on? I want atheists, bro. I don't even want they know who they are. I don't even want them. I want atheists. I want to understand. Furthermore, not just atheists, Christians. I ain't got no beef with the Bible, but I want to understand why you don't accept the Quran. All of you others that follow other religions, I just want to know how you can avoid, how you come to the conclusion that the Quran is not from God. Have you read the Quran? Are you mad? You telling me man could come up with the Quran? Furthermore, why would man come up with the Quran? And if man could come up with the Quran, why hasn't man come up with the Quran before the Quran or after the Quran? Has there ever been anything like the Quran? As there. So, all right, let me put the atheists to a side now. I want to know those that, have faith in God or are willing to entertain or think that is, likely or whatnot, or those that follow other religions. Why? How do you not? Have you read the Quran? If you haven't read the Quran, are you saying that, you've got the truth? How did you determine that? Or are you saying that you've read the Quran and you've determined that it's not from God? That's the explanation I need, because really, truly, no one talks about the Quran. It's always, the hadiths. Let's be frank. When it comes to Islam, it's always hadiths. Always. I don't understand. So we saying Ultra. All right, saying that. What are you saying? You believe in infinite regress, yeah? You got faith in infinite regress. Infinite regress is the way to go for you. Could you give me a third choice? Ultra, give me a third choice, man. I want a third possibility. All right. Faisal Abukar said, Na'latullah alayk. What are you saying, son? My bad. Is it better now? What you not saying, man? Option 3. The universe has always existed. Okay. The universe is all contingent. Everything in the universe is contingent upon something else. So, which has always existed? We know life hasn't always existed. What has always existed in this particular universe? And how did you conclude that it's always existed? I mean, that's against what science is telling us. So, how did you come to that conclusion? Let alone why you think that's likely. I like how shook people are. Shook. Well, you know what, yeah? I'm gonna have to end the show if you lot don't say something. If you lot don't jump on. Option 3 is a creative one. Damn right. Hell of a creative one. Yeah, but clearly that one didn't work. You just flung it, like you said. You see, you're not even convinced by it. What am I gonna do with something you ain't even convinced by? Besides, Ultra is dumb as well. Like it's really, really. Why would you risk your eternal soul on nothing? Why would you do that? I mean, besides, from the looks of things, last time you and I spoke, you have a pretty good life. Why would you not be grateful for it? It's not more than that, is it? And I don't think you're a criminal either, so you won't have to worry about the sins so much. What's the beef? What's the beef? Nah, it's kind of an on the fly thing, AJ. I don't sin, man. So why would you not be grateful to your maker? Like why? And it's you, man. I got to bounce in a minute. Y'all ain't saying much. So we're gonna have to do this another time or something. I'm gonna give you like one last time. Get on the damn channel. Stop being so shook. Why are you not so shook? I promise I'll take it easy on you. The level of shookness. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I mean, Ultra, you messing up. You don't understand how much you're messing up. You're driving right now, right? I said no. Alright, you know what, yeah? Unless any of you are gonna keep the channel going, I'm gonna come back live in about an hour or something. Right? I'm gonna come back with a few topics. Alright, peace. Peace.